This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, a gas explosion caused a fire that destroyed a Brewer home this afternoon.
Brewer Public Safety Director Jason Moffitt says crews responded to a report of an explosion at 1072 North Main Street just after noon. He says crews arrived to find a fully involved structure fire. Moffitt says the person who lives at the home was not injured in the fire. However, there is still a pet that is unaccounted for.
Crews from multiple agencies responded, and we quickly got the fire under control. Right now, we know there are no injuries among people. There is still a pet we're looking for at this point.
Moffitt says the home appears to be a total loss, and according to Brewer Fire, the fire marshal's office officially determined the fire started due to a propane explosion in the home's kitchen.
Well, the Maine Department of Environmental Protection has issued a sharp warning to the railroad involved in last weekend's derailment in Somerset County, telling them if they don't do a proper cleanup, the state will at their expense. Maine DEP sent the message in a letter to Canadian Pacific Kansas City after they say the railroad, quote, failed to meet department expectations regarding timing and response of cleanup activities in order to effectively mitigate impacts to the environment and public health, end quote. DEP cited the railroad's failure to empty the locomotive saddle tanks prior to removing the locomotive from the site and remove the two rail cars containing hazardous material further away from the site in a timely manner. Maine DEP says the railroad also failed to follow their directive to empty tanks containing diesel fuel before removing them, causing a substantial spill of diesel fuel. Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife is helping to monitor potential impacts to fish and wildlife species in the area. DEP hazmat response staff will remain on site through the weekend as cleanup continues, and they'll also assist the railroad with developing a plan to remediate the oil-contaminated soil at the derailment site.
In a settlement agreement with top pharmacy retail outlets, including CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart, Aroostook County will be receiving more than $1 million for opioid abatement programs. Aroostook County Administrator Ryan Pelletier says the settlements are in response to the retailer's distribution of pain pills that could have likely led to the opioid epidemic across the nation. The money comes in addition to the $1.5 million the county is receiving from a Johnson & Johnson lawsuit last November. Pelletier explains what he'd like to do with the funds.
What I'd like to see the money put towards is recovery programs, education programs, and intervention. I think that Maine has a lot to learn from other states. Maine has a lot to learn in this entire process, and Aroostook is just a small piece of that.
Pelletier says to date, Aroostook County has received $325,000 from the Johnson & Johnson settlement. He emphasized that some of the agreements with these companies are one-time payments and others will be paid in small amounts spread over multiple years.
Well, the Health and Human Services Committee heard from lawmakers pushing for a bill to expand training for child protective service workers. R.A.G. Douglas spoke with the bill's sponsor, who says training can make the difference in life or death situations.
Friday, Representative Colleen Madigan introduced LD 1013, an act to provide training, professional development, and wellness support to Child Protective Service workers. Madigan emphasizes that the decisions Child Protective Services makes changes the lives of children.
I don't want to hear about the next child death. I want to make sure that we're working to prevent that all the time.
Madigan says she has a background in social work and has talked with many families involved in the child welfare system. The proposed bill would allow for a longer onboarding training process while offering smaller caseloads to those in training. Madigan says child protective workers need the proper mentorship to make tough decisions.
One of the biggest decisions a child protective caseworker has to make is whether to remove a child from a home or leave them in the home, perhaps with some sort of additional services.
Maine Child Protective Services has been under fire since 4 children in the DHHS system died in June 2021, causing several groups to advocate for welfare reform. Many have criticized the agency for allowing the 4 children to return to parents who notably showed red flags prior to reunification.
People have known about this issue for a long time. For some reason, it hasn't been addressed the way it should.
Former Senator Bill Diamond continues to advocate for children in the DHHS system by creating the nonprofit Walk a Mile in Their Shoes, an organization dedicated to welfare reform for child protective services. He says this bill is a step in the right direction.
I think this is a very good piece of legislation. I applaud the sponsor and co-sponsors. I think it recognizes what we've been saying for quite a while, and that is that caseworkers are oftentimes put in the middle of a situation that they may not be prepared for.
The bill is expected to have a work session in the upcoming weeks. A.J. Douglas for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A bill before the legislature aims to improve safety for children who ride school buses. In 2022, students in Auburn and Buxton were caught by their school bus doors and subsequently dragged down the road. LD 62 would require all school buses in Maine to be equipped with technology that would prevent bus doors from closing before a person has fully entered or exited the bus. Representative Cheryl Golek of Harpswell introduced the bill. She says her #1 goal is to protect children as they travel to and from school. Golek says her own son was caught on the bumper of a school bus years ago and run over by it. Luckily, he survived. She says the legislation will ensure that children are protected from these avoidable accidents.
Legislation has been introduced that could cut insulin costs for millions more Americans. U.S. Senators Susan Collins and Jean Shaheen of New Hampshire introduced bipartisan legislation called the Improving Needed Safeguards for Users of Life-Saving Insulin Now Act of 2023. They say the act would directly address the root problems in the insulin market causing high list prices while simultaneously extending vital patient protections, fostering competition, and broadening access to needed insulin products. In a statement, Collins and Shaheen said, quote, "We are encouraged by the proactive steps taken by private companies, but that is a drop in the bucket on action that is needed to lower prices across the board and keep them there. Americans living with diabetes and the ones who love them cannot wait any longer for Congress to act. The time is now," end quote.
And looking outdoors now, we were just spoiled with another beautiful day out there.
Yeah, it really was fantastic. Let's take a first check of our forecast. Hopefully more of that coming.
Yes.
Hey, Beth and Peter, happy Friday. We made it. Your first weather is brought to you by Prouty Auto Body, 26 Summer Street in Dover Foxcroft. And summer is not quite the key word today, right? With temperatures hanging out in the 50s across our region. That's not really normal. The average high is near 60, but there are a couple days possibly that it could get a bit warmer around here later on next week. Until then, though, we have lots of clouds out there now. There's a little disturbances to our north. It could give us a couple sprinkles tonight. Not a big deal. Overall, mostly cloudy skies. The bigger deal is over here, but this will not bug us until later on Sunday night and most likely into Monday with a good soaking rainfall on the way for Monday night into Tuesday. Another slow moving system on the way with lots of cloud cover, cooler temperatures Monday and Tuesday, and some rain. Our forecast though for tonight though is mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy skies with low temperatures hanging out in the 30s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth and Peter?
All right, looking pretty good there.
Yeah.
All right, and coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, it's that time of the year. Motorcyclists are dusting off their bikes, boots, and helmets.
Our David Ledford spoke to some experts today to see how you can enjoy the open road safely. Well, that story and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Come see us at R&K Variety in Hamden. R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily, we offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, our famous lasagna, or one of our savory soups, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after work? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
Maine is a one-of-a-kind beautiful state, and there's no better way to see it than from the air. Fletcher Mountain Aviation offers an aerial experience like no other, featuring seaplane flights where you will see the best views in Maine from the air and land on Maine's most beautiful lakes. An experience you will never forget, with views from the northern Maine woods, Moosehead Lake, and Katahdin regions. Come fly and see our beautiful state from the sky with Fletcher Mountain Aviation. Visit our website here or scan the QR code to book your flight today.
I got a call from some scammer who had the nerve to ask for my Medicare number. I was not born yesterday.
When someone asked for my Medicare number in a text, I knew it was a scam.
Nice catch.
And your mother knew it wasn't a real email.
Go, Mom!
I don't share my Medicare number with strangers.
If you get a call, text, or email asking for your Medicare or personal information,
delete.
Shut it down.
Nope.
Learn more at medicare.gov/fraud.
The furniture you've been looking for is in stock and on sale at the Furniture Gallery. Spring into savings with great deals like 10% off all in-stock recliners. And refresh your home with a new sofa and love seat set. 3 choices, just $9.99. Sleep better with a new mattress from Serta, Restonic, or Nectar. Queen mattresses starting at only $2.99. The Furniture Gallery brings you better brand names, plus a bigger in-stock selection, all at the lowest prices around. Support our main family-owned business and save money at the Furniture Gallery.
Bath remodeling was revolutionized in this garage in 1984 when 3 brothers created the iconic bath fitter tub-over-tub process. A breakthrough then, the industry standard now for beautiful baths without the mess, stress, or high cost. A better way from bath fitter means precise measurement, the highest quality acrylic, perfect preparation, and watertight installation backed by a lifetime warranty. Bath fitter, it just fits. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. A federal agency has granted $3.5 million to the University of Maine and other research partners to address the issue of marine debris. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, awarded the funding for 3 projects that addresses the prevention and removal of marine debris in the Gulf of Maine. According to the university, the projects will support transformational research and the creation of local coalitions. The university's Maine Sea Grant College program and project partners will be awarded nearly $3 million to lower the barriers for companies to enter the sustainable packaging market and therefore reduce the flow of plastics into the ocean. The remaining funds will support research to prevent the accumulation of derelict fishing and aquaculture farming gear and find creative and innovative solutions to replace outdated gear. Representative Shelley Pingree expressed her support for the projects in a statement saying, quote, "It's estimated that there are about 50 to 75 trillion pieces of plastic and microplastics in the ocean. This widespread pollution is devastating marine environments. We need to get back to basics and realize that the convenience of plastics, particularly single-use plastics, is damaging our environment, our ecosystem, and our oceans. Thanks to historic funding in the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law and Inflation Reduction Act, science and education-focused projects like the ones the University of Maine and partners will undertake will prevent pollution on the local level and clean up debris in the Gulf of Maine." End quote.
Well, as seasons change, some are dusting off their motorcycles to enjoy a ride in the warmer weather. Our David Ledford spoke with experts about how to make sure that that ride is a safe one.
There's a lot of things that are avoidable, such as wearing a helmet, wearing gear, not driving under the influence.
With Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month starting in May, it's a time to remind drivers that they will once again be sharing the road with motorcyclists. According to the Maine Department of Public Safety, Maine saw an increase in total motorcycle crash fatalities in 2022 compared to 2021. Just this Thursday, there were 2 instances of motorcycle drivers eluding police in Bangor and Eddington, according to the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office. Some say they are worried about how incidents like these will affect the community.
If the old adage, one bad apple spoils the whole barrel, it's the same thing in motorcycling. We have a few people who do dangerous things. Unfortunately, people tend to judge all motorcyclists in that light, and that's just not the case. The vast majority are very safe.
Terry Atwood, owner of Bangor Area Motorcycle School, says unregistered motorcycle operators pose a threat to others, and one of the safest things a rider can do is to get properly trained. Atwood says drivers should check their blind spots and stay alert to watch for bikers. Kate West, motorcycle safety instructor at the A&J Motorcycle Safety School, says riders should always be properly prepared before they hit the road.
I recommend everyone getting out there and checking over their bikes. You know, bikes are very different over the winter. Also, your skills are a little rusty come springtime. You know, it's a great idea to take your bike to a parking lot, get some experience. You know, things get rusty, your bike and you, over the winter.
Instructors say high speeds often contribute to fatal crashes and ask that everyone on the roadways simply slow down. In Bucksport, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Definitely some timely advice there. You always, unfortunately hear about motorcycle crashes, and because you're on a motorcycle, on a vehicle, you're so unprotected. Injuries are almost always worse. So it's so important to take those basic steps to ensure your own safety.
Yeah, and of course you can't control other drivers on the road too, but I like that they talked about all the things that you can control, wearing your protective gear and being aware of your surroundings.
And then of course drivers also needing to be aware of their surroundings.
Of course.
Alrighty. Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, our Matthew Duranczyk will take us to Lemoyne to check in on some beloved birds.
And in sports, what happens when on the top of pitchers in D3, one of the top pitchers in D3 softball goes up against a local sports anchor? Our Tyler Cruz steps into the box against Husson's McKenna Smith. Coming right up. Stay with us.
I'm Phil Levesque, president of Levesque Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963. We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to business.
Mossy Ledge Spirits is a true hidden gem in Etna. Located just 3 miles off I-95, exit 167, we are home to tastings, tours, cocktails, to-go drinks, bottles, live music, minis, and priceless memories. You're sure to fall in love with our handcrafted, unique, and deliciously clean-tasting spirits and feel right at home in our family-friendly environment. Mossy's Mobile Spirits is offering mobile bar service for weddings and large events. So enjoy some pizza and raise the glass here at Mossy Ledge Spirits.
Spring into savings and refresh your home at Ashley with up to 30% off designer picks, where we have a selection of items created by our elite team just for you. Plus special financing options for every budget, only at Ashley.
You've probably seen those ads on TV with the out-of-state 800 number that look like information from Medicare. Some even suggest that your zip code will get you more benefits or even money back. You guessed it, those ads are misleading. So don't call that out-of-state 800 number when your help is right here at home. Do what I did and call the Senior Planning Center. They have trusted professionals all over Maine.
Call the Senior Planning Center at 223-6565. That's 223-6565.
We're RE/MAX Collaborative. This is our first time exhibiting at the Bangor Home Show. We're happy to be here. We just opened a new location at 556 Hammond Street. So whether you're buying or selling, or you want to build a business in real estate, stop by and see us. Check us out at either of our locations, 202 West Broadway in Lincoln, or 556 Hammond Street in Bangor, or scan the QR code and come visit us at Collaborative 207 online.
A museum in Aroostook County is paying respect to the mortuary business.
So I thought, I've got all this antique funeral paraphernalia. Why not display it?
We'll tell you all about the Rest in Peace Museum Monday on ABC 7 News at 6.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by Taylor Events and Equipment Rental, 1179 Hammond Street in Bangor.
Hey everybody, Ryan Soudal here. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Let's start out on the diamond. Husson softball has been on a tear lately. And in the circle, senior pitcher McKenna Smith has been practically unhittable. How unhittable? Well, our Tyler Cruz took to the batter's box today to get a closer view at how good she really is.
I'm here at O'Keefe Field because Husson softball is on a 14-game win streak, and leading the way in the circle is senior McKenna Smith. The pitcher has a .85 earned run average in her career here. She struck out over 400 batters, and she's only faced about 1,000, and hitters are hitting less than 200 off of her when they step in the box. So I decided to step 43 feet away and see what I could do.
Get him, Tanner.
Oh, I made contact.
Okay.
That was shocking. A little late. All right. This is the first strike out of the day.
That's Rod's ball.
I'm still so late. Not surprisingly. What was your approach with me stepping into the box?
Pretty much to just throw it hard and throw it high.
Oh. They look so good when they're that high.
That's a curveball.
I can't read it. Oh. I can't lay off the high.
It'll be a ball if you don't swing.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Oh. Can't lay off. I didn't get a hit, but I made contact. I didn't feel out of place, but I just felt like I did not belong in the same sphere as you guys.
I'm impressed.
Tune in next time when McKenna actually tries. Now let's head to the NBA. How fitting that in the first year of the league's Sixth Man of the Year award being named after the legendary John Havlicek, that one of Boston's own takes home the crown. Celtics sixth man Malcolm Brogdon was named the NBA Sixth Man of the Year last night. The first time a Celtic has won the award since Bill Walton in 1986. Brogdon averaged nearly 15 points a game this year, which led all full-time reserves. He also put up 4 rebounds and 4 assists a game, each in the reserves' top 3. Not to mention his 44.4 three-point percentage is the 4th best in the entire league. Brogdon signed with the Celtics this past summer in a trade with the Pacers. Okay, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff.
Here we go. Thank you very much, Ryan. Your full weather is brought by Varney Ford, the nice car and truck people. It's Friday, and here we go with temperatures only in the 50s in late April. That's not really nice at all. We're not really going to work on it either, as warmer temperatures are not really in the 5-day forecast yet, but they will get there eventually. Today, though, highs back in the 50s. Tomorrow will actually be a bit cooler across parts of the region. All right, the wind out there today, hardly a wind out there today. It actually went calm for a couple hours. We don't do that very often, but tonight we'll likely do it again. That could give us a couple areas of dense fog tonight. Won't be a big deal, but if you're driving at 3, 4, 5 a.m., likely you'll see some dense fog in spots, and that could be dangerous, of course. So keep your low beams on. That'll help you through all of that fog. Okay, so for us going forward, here is our small craft advisory. Again, this will likely spread up the coast tomorrow morning as we have our next system is on the way. Increasingly more windy tomorrow into tomorrow night, and that will give us that small craft advisory for wave heights out here approaching 5 to 7 feet by Sunday morning. Okay, so out there now, we have some cloud cover across our region. This is not really a big deal. There's a bit of rain showers to our north. Those will stay there. Overall, we'll stay dry tonight, dry tomorrow, dry through most of Sunday before our next weather system gets in here, and it's another slow-moving upper-level low. These things have lots of moisture. They're pretty powerful. They move very slowly. So once it gets here, Sunday night, we'll likely have rain showers in the forecast Sunday night through Monday into Tuesday with all rain this time again, and that rain could be locally heavy on Monday morning. Rainfall looks like this. We're talking about a soaking rainfall arriving Sunday night, and again, this could be a soaking rainfall. There could be an inch or 2 of rain, but notice how it moves very slowly into our region. Again, this is going to be a slow-moving event for us Sunday night and Monday into Tuesday with that upper-level low across our region. So our forecast event for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy skies for a couple hours. Look for low temperatures down near 35 and a calm wind after midnight. That could give us a couple areas of dense fog tonight. If you're driving again 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, watch out for that dense fog. For tomorrow, all right, it's Saturday. Here's the weekend. Lots lots of sunshine tomorrow with high temperatures back up in the 50s, so we'll take it with an east wind around 5 to 10. That will be increasing throughout the afternoon, and it could get a little gusty tomorrow night. We could see some wind gusts at 25 miles per hour, but the late April sunshine will feel good tomorrow across our neck of the woods. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows that sunshine across our region tomorrow. Sunday, 58, partly cloudy. We'll call it increasing clouds all day Sunday. By Sunday night, most likely after sunset, look for some light rain across the area. And that rain continues Monday. It's going to be one of those days. Windy, cloudy, scattered rain showers. The highs only in the 40s. Same thing for us on Tuesday. A bit of a recovery next week, Wednesday into Thursday. Beth and Peter?
So a beautiful weekend to look forward to before all that stuff moves in.
Well-timed.
Yeah.
Well-timed sunshine.
I think so.
All righty. Well, there is still more to come. Stay with us.
Tonight's Stock Report is brought to you by Triple S Tax Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel. Come stop by for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
I got a call from some scammer who had the nerve to ask for my Medicare number. I was not born yesterday.
When someone asked for my Medicare number in a text, I knew it was a scam.
Nice catch.
And your mother knew it wasn't a real email.
Go, Mom!
I don't share my Medicare number with strangers.
If you get a call, text, or email asking for your Medicare or personal information,
delete.
Shut it down.
Nope.
Learn more at medicare.gov/fraud.
Take your taste buds on a journey and experience the brand new International Menu Tuesday through Thursday only at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub. Every Tuesday, enjoy their delicious French cuisine. On Wednesdays, enjoy their memorable Italian delicacies. And every Thursday, be ready for a fiesta with their Mexican favorites. A full 5-course dinner for just $29.95 per person. And don't forget about their all-you-can-eat seafood Fridays. The Lucerne Inn. Beautiful dining with a delicious view.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA Insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full-picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA Insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full-picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
Raise your flag this spring with a new flag from Flags for Patriots in Bangor, providing flags for your home, state, business, or organization. We stock flags from all states and many countries, banners, bunting, poles, and accessories. Visit our website and order your new flag today.
Tonight, tracking deadly tornadoes and severe storms where more violent weather is headed. Plus, the innocent lives caught in the gun reform debate crossfire. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
Welcome back. Versant Power's live stream is back for its 3rd year in a row in Lemoyne to display osprey in their natural habitat. Our Matthew Jurancic tells us more.
If you've ever driven down Mud Creek Road in Lemoyne, you may have seen a solar panel on a telephone pole. Look up and you may catch a few birds in a nest. However, what you may not know is these birds are federally protected.
Around coastal areas like right here where we are in Lemoyne, ospreys tend to build their nests on top of utility poles. We know that the town of Lemoyne is very interested in these birds. They come back every year.
Right there behind me, that little platform up there, that is the osprey's nest. And after it nearly burned down in August 2020, Versant employees came together to build an alternative nest with a live webcam for everyone to watch the birds. Since then, the live streaming became so popular that it's back and better than ever.
The camera is very popular. The town enjoys it, our employees enjoy it, and it has over 2 million views.
We'll get Facebook posts and emails. Oh, the birds are back, and they're back this year. Down at the school, when they're in session, they have the Osprey cam right on a monitor in the hallway as you walk in the building. People just love the osprey.
While viewers have the opportunity to see the birds fly into the nest, Miner says the next few weeks are just as important to witness.
We know that in April, in late April, they're going to be laying their eggs, and then in June, those eggs will hatch, and we'll be able to see their chicks.
Lemoyne Town Administrator Stu Marcoon thinks the birds are a sign of better things to come.
I think it's a sign of spring for people. If the osprey are back, it's going to be warmer.
In Lemoyne, Matthew Juroncic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
And if you're interested in checking out the nest and maybe getting a chance to see those birds, you can head to Versant.com and click Community. Let's take a live look right now and just see if there's all...
Oh, we got one.
There he is. That's cool.
He's been hanging out for a few minutes. He's just straight chilling up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and,
beautiful.
Yeah, you can go to that website and kind of monitor throughout the next couple of months to view that hatching process.
That's going to be amazing.
It will be.
Cannot wait to see that. You got to love a state that honors its wildlife in so many different ways. I love that we get this live look at this particular aspect of nature and the natural environment. And great that Versant does that and gives folks a chance to engage as well.
Yeah, and giving them a safe place to make their temporary home.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us from everyone here at ABC7. Take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.